Happy Sunday with J&Em.
Hi.
This is our great friend April, and she is guest instructor number 1 in our guest instructor series. She's going to give us a stretch to help us with our lower body after all that Zumba jumping.
All right.
So, welcome.
So like Jennifer said, these are all some basic standing stretches that we're going to use to get our legs and hips stretched back out after Zumba. So we're going to start with our feet slightly apart. You want all 10 toes pointed straight ahead. When we say our knees are soft, that means we've got a little baby bend in our knees. We don't want to straighten our legs too much and let them lock. This is the time to let everything get soft and relaxed. Take a deep breath in, reach up, and let it out. And one more time, deep breath in, reach up, and let it out. We're going to shift our weight into that right foot. Bring our left heel forward. My right knee is bent. I'm going to place my hands on the right leg. So I don't want to put extra weight on this leg that's being stretched. And I'm going to bow forward. Try to keep your spine as long and straight as you can. If you need a little extra stretch here, you can push your bottom back a little bit, like you're aiming it towards the back wall. And that's going to make the stretch a little bit deeper. Once you get into that stretch, just take a few slow, deep breaths, because it takes about 15 to 20 seconds for your muscle to begin to relax into a stretch, for the stretch to be effective. And slowly come up. We're just going to change sides. So take that right heel forward, left knee bends. We're going to rest our hands on that left thigh, push your bottom back. Spine stays nice and long, and you'll notice I keep looking at the floor. So when you look at the floor, that helps take the strain out of your neck. Slow, deep breaths. We're pushing the bottom towards the back wall only if we need a deeper stretch. And slowly come up. We're going to bring our feet all the way together for a moment. Bend our knees. We're going to push that right hip out to the side. And as I push, that right leg straightens a little bit. You should feel it in the outside of your hip. If you feel really comfortable here, you can make it a deeper stretch by taking that right arm up and over your head. And we're going to bring that arm down. Come back center. Shake those knees out a little bit. We're going to go to side 2. Bend those knees. Push your hips the other way. Only if it feels good, you can stretch that arm overhead. If you need to, you can leave that arm down on your hips. That'll give your low back a little more support. So taking a few deep breaths here. Let's bring that arm down. Come back up. You're going to step your right foot back behind you. Press your heel all the way down to the floor. Jennifer and Emily are going to stay where they are. I'm going to turn sideways. So you can see my right heel is on the floor. My left knee is bent. So if you're real flexible, you may not get a good stretch in the calf muscles here. So one thing we can do to make it deeper is leave your heel down on that back leg, but bend the knee a little bit. And even if you're feeling a stretch with the back leg straight, if you start to bend your knee, that's going to move the stretch up into the back of your heel and into that Achilles tendon area. Straighten the back leg. Step together to change sides. We're going to step the other leg back. Press that heel down. Take some slow, deep breaths. If you feel like you need a deeper stretch, you're going to go ahead and bend the back knee a little bit. Try to leave the heel grounded. Spine nice and tall. Shoulders are relaxed. We're going to straighten that back leg. Step together. You're going to find your balance, or you can turn around and find a wall or a bar. And we're going to shift our weight to the left leg grab onto that right foot. It's okay if you wobble a little bit. You may find that you need to take your arm out. If you are someone with knee problems, you may not be able to do this stretch. You may not be able to catch your foot. So another thing you can do is take a belt or an old necktie and kind of loop it around your ankle. And you can use that to hold on to your foot for the stretch, so you don't have to reach all the way there and grab it. Let's release, shake those feet out. So it's also a little bit of balance work. It's okay if you fall out of it. That's how we challenge ourselves.
Okay.
So get ready for side two. We're gonna shift our weight to the other foot. Take your time. Grab that foot. So one thing you'll notice is I'm not letting my foot come out to the side. As much as possible, I'm keeping my foot lined up behind my bottom. That keeps my knee joint at a safe angle. You can also sit down in a chair and do this stretch. Let's release. Shake that foot out. So you can sit down in a chair. You can lay down on the floor on your side and do that stretch. So if balance is an issue for you, there's a lot of other ways to stretch out the front of your thigh. So now we're gonna step nice and wide. So I want your feet wider than your hips, and we're gonna turn them slightly out. So my toes are gonna point towards the corners of the room. I'm gonna lunge over to one side, and I'm gonna rest my hands on the thigh of my bent leg. Again, I don't wanna put extra weight where I'm stretching. And just like we did in our very first stretch, you can feel this a little more if you start to push your bottom back. Some people like to leave the foot flat when they're stretching. Some people like to rock up onto the heel. Do what feels best for you. Should feel this one right here on the inner thigh. So again, slow, deep breaths. This is another one of those stretches where it's better for your neck if you look at the floor. Slowly come back to center and shift it over to the other side. Take your time. So the other alignment point I want to talk about is that bent knee. We want to make sure that we keep that bent knee behind our toes. So if we start to shift that knee forward, that's a lot of stress on the joint. And then if you like, you can rock up onto the heel. Slowly come back to center. Heel toe those feet back in where they belong. You're gonna round your back. Give yourself a little cat stretch here. Long, flat back. One more time, round into that cat stretch. And this time, roll all the way up. Last deep breath in. And let it out. And that is your lower body stretch for today. Thanks, gang.
Thank you, April.